With the latest from Sri Lanka now, these are celebrations over the fall of the country's president and an apparent end to his family's political dynasty. But the way forward is unclear. Sri Lanka's new interim president is the former Prime Minister, a close ally of the ousted leader. Sri Lanka's military, which has so far stayed on the sidelines as protests roiled the government, is threatening to intervene. Ishan Gurg has the latest.
For the thousands of protesters and demonstrators who have been out on the streets of Sri Lanka for past several weeks and months now, this is a major win. Many protesters who had been occupying the government offices and buildings are now beginning to vacate them. There's also a sense of calmness and silence returning on the streets of Sri Lanka after several days with a curfew imposed in the city of Colombo. But that hasn't stopped many protesters from coming out into the streets and celebrating. But there are also activists and protesters in the country who are saying that the job is just half done right now. President Gotabaya's party, the Sri Lanka Podujana Paramuna, or the SLPP, still holds a majority in the parliament, making it the strongest voting bloc in choosing the next president. There are concerns that even if a new president is elected, they may still govern under the influence of the party that's become synonymous with the Rajapaksa family. Political pundits say opposition party members will have a chance if they can secure bipartisan support. Sri Lankan lawmakers will begin the process of electing a new president on Saturday, and by next week, a new head of the state will be in place. The president can then choose a prime minister, effectively overhauling the leadership in the country. The opposition parties in Sri Lanka say that a strong and stable government is the need of the hour in the country. The IMF also agrees, saying that if there is a stable government in the country, only then can they negotiate a financial package or a support package for the country. Sri Lanka faces nearly $50 billion worth of sovereign debt, and it doesn't really have the foreign reserves available to pay for it. So many economists are saying that the country having a strong political system and a stable political system may be its best shot of getting out of the current economic crisis. Ishan Garg for CBC News, New Delhi.